Good morning, students. I'm Vivek, your sociology teacher, and we'll be starting with the sociology syllabus contents and the introduction to the first chapter today. Um, okay, students, there are two books of sociology, which is one part one and part two. Part one is introducing sociology, and part two is understanding society. Students, the sociology maximum marks, as you've been going through in every class, is 100 marks. But over here, when you come to class 11th and 12th, things are a bit different. The theory part is 80 marks, and the rest 20 marks will be your project. You have part 1 and part 2, which comprises of about 10 chapters, and the theory exam that will happen in the final will be about 80 marks. The rest 20 marks will be your project. Now, under project, there is further division. You will be asked to make project file depending upon your own projects. You'll be deciding what projects, what titles you will be taking, you will be undertaking for the project files. That will be completely your choice. Yes, but I will help you out in giving the shape to the titles of the projects. And 5 marks is for the viva. So 20 marks for the distribution is project file, 15 marks if the project file is made, checked by me. It's done in full respect. If the correction's been done, you get 15 marks straight away, and the rest is the 5 marks viva would be out of your project as well as from your syllabus. Now, the first chapter, coming on to the theoretical part. As I said, there are two books. I'll be starting with the first book, which is introducing sociology. And in first book, the first chapter is sociology and society. Now, as we as this is your new chapter in class 11th, not new chapter, it's a new completely new what you call subject. As a subject, you haven't studied it before. Now, sociology, if I break this word, it is socio and logy. Now, logy means study of, and socio means study society. So sociology means study of society. Now, what happens, we try as a sociologist, when we do research in sociology, we try to see what's happening in the society, what is going on in the society, what is the current things that needs to be worked on in the society, what are the issues that people are facing, what are the troubles that the people are facing. So as a sociologist, in sociology, we try to study all such factors that is hampering and that is affecting the society, be it in a larger way or in a smaller way. Now, what, like, you have students, you would have seen around in your society or the place where you live, there are so many people having different viewpoints about some things. For example, if I ask you all, give me an elaboration on poverty, you would all describe in a way, for example, by giving examples. If you have gone through it, if you have seen poverty around in your society, or if you have seen people begging about things in the streets, or if you have seen many other examples that you can quote in a society. Because what a society is where we live in, the culture, the norms, the traditions, the values that we follow, represents our society. So now, as the books on page number 1, um, it's the chapter 1, sociology and society, introduction. Introduction, it starts with the chapter starts with the advices that people give. Now, for example, you just done 10th and you will be coming in 11th. There would be people around you who would ask you, okay, what are the subjects that you have taken, why have you taken, what is your what is your favorite subject. So all these things are nothing but the part of people's perception, people's thought. And that's people thoughts is nothing but a part of a society where we live in, because we grow according to our society, we grow as per our society norms, we grow as per our society's rules and regulations. So there are people who would come up with certain advices as well. For example, in a book it's written, there would be people who would give you advice like, okay bache, study hard and you will do well in life. And that's true. If you study hard, you get good scores, you get good job, and therefore at the end what happens is you do very well in life. Or there would be people who would be giving you advice like, if you do this subject or set of these subjects, you have a better chance of getting a good job in the future. So probably there are some subjects that are always there as a boom in the market. You do well in a particular subject, you get a good job. So these are the advices that people, or advice that can people can give you. Okay, as a boy, you should do these kinds of subjects and you do get good job in your life. Or for example, if you are a girl, you do these sets of subjects and therefore you get a good prospects, there are better prospects of getting a good and a better life. So in society what is happening is, these, like for example, these advices are nothing but the part of the people's perceptions, their thought process, what they have been observing in a society. So this is all what covers the societal aspects. What these are the and society is nothing but we all that make it a society. A society can be a bad society or a good society, depending upon how do we come up with our making a society, whether a good society or a bad society. So this is now the another important aspect that we look around in society is the job market. What should we do so that we get good job in our life? At the end of the day, our education is entirely because we want to do well in life, and because we would only do well in life if we get good marks, and we get good marks when we study hard. So that's what the society is, that's what people around is. Now on your in your book on page number 1, when you open this particular chapter, the chapter first, sociology and society, it talks about, on the right hand side, it talks about three important aspects of society. The first is the job market. What kind of jobs are there in the market? What should I study to get a better job? What should I study to get a job which is paying me very well? What is the socio-economic status of the family? What is the where should I get a better house? Where should I go for the house which has a better facilities around? And obviously the gender plays an important role. So these are the three factors that plays an important role, or where or the advices that we have just covered. That's what makes up a society. So the first chapter, sociology and society, is all about understanding the perception of the people, and how does it affect the society at a larger aspect. So I would recommend you, the students, to go through chapter 1, page number 1 and 2, which covers what we just talked about. And therefore, if you don't understand anything, please come back to me. And a piece of thing to the students, please send me the names of those students in the group who want to take sociology as their subject. Okay, chalo. Thank you, bache. God bless you.